When did you realize you wanted to pursue elective office?
Sure. Well, while I was at the Council Against Poverty and doing some of this work, I moved to the Upper West Side from Brooklyn, where I started, and I got involved with some terrific people who had a political club, headed by a man by the name of Percy Sutton, and a young man by the name of Charlie Rangel, and a young man named David Dinkins, and they kind of said, you know, you ought to get involved in politics. And it was clear to me that that was the next step, because having worked with the churches, both in Boston and in Bedford-Stuyvesant, reaching out, trying to help people deal with problems, whether they were problems in terms of housing or education or healthcare, it became clear to me that there was a political dimension to that, that ultimately the decisions that were made about where resources went and to whom, those were political decisions. And so it seemed to me that politics was important. So what I did, I worked with the people I just mentioned, Percy Sutton, Charlie Rangel, and David Dinkins, doing voter registration, because it was clear that one of the reasons why certain communities weren't getting the support that they needed and the resources, they weren't voting. And, you know, and it looked like if those people who voted got the resources as a result. So I worked with some unions and the people I mentioned on a citywide voter registration project. And that is what got me into politics, from voter registration. And then there was an office that was open, not open, but there was a state Senate seat that took in Harlem and the West Side where I worked, and the people I mentioned, Percy and Charlie and David, encouraged me to run. And so I ran for the state Senate in this community, and I won. And that was the beginning of my political career.